Today we're going to be having a look at Diago, who is the Battle Pass character in this season of Star Wars Hunters, and my goodness, this character is a lot better than I initially thought when I first downloaded the game. So first of all, we have this weapon here, the Slug Thrower Rifle, which is a slow-firing, high-damage rifle. It fires physical projectiles which cannot be deflected by lightsabers. You're going to be able to take down those pesky lightsaber heroes, but on top of that, he is considered the sniper hero of the game. It is not a one-shot snipe, but you're still dealing a lot of damage to the body for 45, and a lot of damage to the head for 90, and then if you have these additional bullets in his abilities, as well as his ultimate, you can actually crit people in the head for nearly 120 damage. His ultimate here that we were talking about, the piercing rounds, you load high density slugs which can pass through multiple enemies, dealing high damage to every single one of them. So if you're hitting someone for that 120 damage and his teammates are standing behind him, you'll still be able to get 120 damage for all people standing in a row. Or if you end up hitting like a headshot, it'll do 120, and if the next bullet catches like the person in the body, it'll deal the 90 damage to the body. But either way, piercing rounds on the sniper, extremely strong. And then we have the passive here, which is heightened senses. You can sense those around you, revealing enemies behind obstacles. This one's really huge because as a sniper, you want to position yourself far away from your enemies, so a lot of the times these people will try and flank you. So if you just want to make sure you just turn your character around every now and again, just spin in a circle, see if anybody highlights behind the wall near you, so you can defend and adjust accordingly. Now let's have a look here at his loadout, the cores, right? You already see that I have some upgrades going on here. The very first one, we're going with the Swift on the bullseye. You temporarily change the firing mode of the Slug Thrower Rifle, and the one that I'm going with here is rapidly firing 6 rounds that deal 30 damage each. The reason why I really like this is that it's super strong in the close quarters. All of his core abilities are really good, and the way that I like my loadout is to really focus on the close quarters because you already do extremely well from the long range. Where Diago is going to be weak is when you get pushed in the close range. So having that bullseye to have the rapid 6 fire rounds when someone pulls up close is super good, because as you can see, 30 times 6 that's gonna excuse me, that's gonna easily get you that 180 damage. And by doing that and comboing it with your other abilities here, so like ability number 2, for example, radial, we've got a mine. You deploy this mine which explodes in a fixed arc and knocks back enemies when they move in range. For this one, I'm going down the radial versus the pinpoint. For pinpoint, it's more of a team-based thing. You deal less damage, the arc is smaller, but it reveals the enemies for 2 seconds to all your teammates. But I prefer the wider degree range and more damage because I'm going to be trying to carry the games myself. If you're a solo queue player, that's probably the direction you want to go. So for example, if you're playing Diago, you want to protect your flank as you deal long range. So if you have your mine next to you and it deals that 100 or that it deals that 50 damage, and the more you upgrade, the more damage you're going to get. So I have it at level 2, it's going to deal 75 damage. The second I hear that go off behind me, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to pop this Swift ability, and we're just going to hip fire those shots. So that 75 damage is going to be huge against any DPS or any flank hero, and then you'll be able to easily 30 times 6, 180. Between that and the damage off of the mine, you should be able to find yourself a kill. Even if your mine is down, not a problem at all, because his final ability here is Daze, which is a flash flare. You can either go with the direction of Daze or Envelope. I prefer the Daze itself because the Envelope, as strong as this one is, if you like projectile items, go for it because you can support your team more. You throw flashbangs deep and it stuns them, it disorients them, and it's pretty good. But the Daze, this one's really strong because you detonate the flash flare around yourself instead of launching it. So I kind of think of it as like a self peel. So if I'm sitting around a corner, sometimes you get flanked. It might be by, whether it's a lightsaber or somebody that has less HP, but it might be by a tank. You might catch yourself with the Graws flanking you. So being able to just drop the flashbang at your feet, especially if you don't have your mine, or if your mine already went off and it's on cooldown, you throw it down and it deals damage as it stays alive. So anybody that sits in it is going to be taking damage. If they come on, you just boom, you throw it down onto the ground, and then once again you switch back to your bullseye into that hip fire mode to deal damage. The damage is going to stack up with the flash flare, and you should be able to get those kills, especially if they are not a tank. As far as what I'm going to max out first, honestly, off the top, I think I've already forgotten, but I think for Daze, I'm going with level 4 on this one. I think having that 30% movement speed, because of the way that I'm playing it right now, I don't need to go all the way to level 5, but having that level 4 to get that extra damage per tick, the extra disorient duration, and the extra cooldown reduction is pretty good. But I think I want to go level 5. Actually, I remember now, I want to go level 5 here on the mine, because the mine, you get 100 180 degrees arc that's going to cover the entire area. Or you get, I'm sorry, you get 360 degrees. You get that bonus 180. So it's a full circle. You can easily block off an entire doorway and get the proc for that. You get the bonus knockback, and the extra damage, which is just really, really strong. And then I'll have the bullseye at level 3. Just because, I mean, it's good. You know, you get the cooldown reduction on your successful shots. But going up to 4 and 5, you know, having an extra ammo, I mean, it's decent. And then going up to 5, you know, cooldown reduction on all abilities, also decent. But I still think having that at level 3 is going to be better. I actually really enjoy playing on Death Star. Death Star, Crossfire, really good map for Diago. Where I'm going to be abusing is just sitting up top. Like, any of these maps that give you those extra long ranges. It doesn't look like they have an enemy Diago either. I just got to watch for Graz pulling up on the flank. But everybody else, I should be able to... Actually, is this the map that I think it is? No, never mind. Never mind. I thought that I was playing on a different map. Still learning the names. This map's still not bad. Earlier, we're going to put a mine down here. There we go, the flashbang.
All right, time to increase the hit rate.
So that was a really good flash, and unfortunately, we're probably dead. Maybe. Maybe not. Dude, how he spawned. He spawns in there, bro. That's just so unfortunate. Alright. Can't do much about a bad spawn. Wrong ability. Trying to get my mind down.
Right for you. I feel your pain.
Here's what we're gonna do. Oh. We could definitely look at this. We play a mine like this, and we work this corner. Eventually, someone's gonna try to flank. Those aren't headshots. That doesn't land. It's unfortunate.
All right, time to increase the hit rate.
There it is. Like I said, eventually someone's gonna try to play this.
Watch your step. Your defeat was a work of art.
My mind gets him. So that's all about. That's what it's all about. Just trying to find a place to play around the mine. Utilize the flashbang. Utilize the close range spam. In a place like this, I don't have to rush it. I think it's saving lives, this table. Like, I have the ult there, but it's like... Nice headshot.
Ah, delicious.
What? Did he spawn just on me? Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, delicious. Watch your step.
That's a good outplay right there.
Right for you.
Need to get to this healing.
Ah, delicious.
He just spawns in and decides to hit all to get a double kill. No, I hit him in the head twice too, man. I just needed one more shot. Unluck.
Watch your step. I feel your pain.
Oh, I can get an ult here. The reason why I'm struggling to pick a spot to use it is he stands still using it.
Feel free to try again later.
Like I said, it's dead still.
I sense your frustration. Watch your step.
Alright, not a bad game. It's a tough one there, you could tell. 18 of 15, really close scoreline. That map's really interesting too because it's like a lot of close corridors. We tried our best to position ourselves well. It was a decent game though at the end of the day. 13 and 2, 3651 damage. Once again, I'm still waiting for that HUD because it's so like all the buttons being on the same side, all of them being so small, bro, hitting the wrong abilities. Like all these characters that you have to use so many different abilities on, man, when that HUD comes in, it'll make a huge difference. We've got dynamic control. This is going to be really good for the mines. The mines on the objectives. What I will say though, on this game mode, I think obviously in the deathmatch, the squad brawl, using that close range stun is good, but I feel like in this game mode, actually using the long range stun is better because you're going to have multiple people on the objective. And if they're all on it and you throw that stun, it forces them off of it. It disorients all of them. Like, it's really good to have the long range, but I only have one loadout right now since I'm a low level. Didn't think of that at all, actually. All good. Those are big shots. Yeah. We gotta just keep running. Reposition.
Delicious.
Like here, I'd be able to flash for my team.
Ah, delicious.
Nice. This map is good for Diago. A lot of open range. If you can position yourself well, you can find so much value.
Oh, delicious.
Being able to peek and unpeek is so good too. Place a mine here for whoever pulls up.
All right,
Close range.
To increase the hit rate. I feel your pain. Ah, delicious.
We don't speak on that. Of course, this man's still beaming me with his little with his little long range beams. That's all good. I missed some really. I mean, that's the bloom, right? Of the sniper. I missed some crucial shots there.
This one is mine. Your defeat
It's a big
was
ult.
a work of art.
Could have been if I had multiple kills here, but not bad. He didn't see me.
Oh, delicious.
She didn't push it. Oh, she baited me. I don't think she meant to bait me, but she did. She definitely didn't mean to bait me, but I got bad. I thought she was gonna full push it, so then I was gonna drop the flash. Now she's stuck inside of it. But it didn't turn out exactly how I thought I was gonna play. Still though, 3k damage, good game, 10-1 and 8. Playing that long range, those open corridors, finding a lot of damage. Of course, the sniper in this game, low key, bro. Aim. I mean, it's every game. You want to kind of aim at the upper chest so you can find that headshot. Because you saw a few times I was aiming over, like I was aiming at the head because the recoil, the bloom, whatever it was. A lot of shots went over the top of the dome. So